Hello everyone, we're back in the trenches after not playing for like over a week because, well, it's look who it is. I had to do Savage. Now, I did not do nearly as much Savage as I wanted to, but I did a lot better than last time. You know, I have actually, like, week 1 cleared again for the first fight, and, you know, here's the thing. I need to obtain that Saint Monk level of demeanor where I can just go in, dive for like 30 hours, and then keep going and playing perfectly. But that's not really like a skill that I've obtained yet. You know, I can play perfectly for probably about like, I don't know, like 3-4 hours if I really lock in. But with this shit, it's like you have to play perfectly every single time because you get, whatchamacallit, we'll do a little medical history, Katako Tadasi Juri run as a treat now that we're back. But, you know, like, I can play pretty well, or pretty consistently, for like 3 to 4 hours, maybe 5 or 6 hours, depends on how I'm feeling, you know, if I'm like well rested and I'm like, in the zone. But you just have to do that for like 20 plus hours, not because you need to learn the fight, because listen, I do not have everything on M5S, like, completely muscle memoried yet, but I still cleared the fight, because you can get away with a lot of bullshit in that fight, right? But it's just like, how do I put it? How do I put it? You do not have to play perfectly to clear that fight, but most people in Party Finder cannot play to the level of, like, you know, clearing it at a reasonable time. So if there were 8 of me, I could clear M5S with a raidplan.io in probably like 2.5 hours at most, right? But since there's only 1 of me, I have to bounce around between parties and hope to find somebody, or hope to find 7 other people who can do it. And the party that I ended up finding that was the clear, and you can watch it on the stream if you want to, is, you know, it was like I think it was like a static. Wait, no, sorry, was it a static? I was in a voice call with a static that was progging. I don't think it was them, because I don't think I would have joined a random Discord voice call when I was streaming. I don't think I would do that. That's more like a League of Legends thing. You want, like, somebody to curse you out for the content, right? But, yeah, sorry, it's all melding together. I did that shit for probably about, like, 12 hours? 16 hours? In total? Which, now that I'm thinking about it, that's, I mean, I put, like, 20 hours in total into, M1S, and it took me, like, I was literally playing the game for 16 hours before I found a group that could clear. Hold on, I'm trying to find the, there it is. Oh, encoding overloaded. This nightmare rat is so difficult. That's probably because I never alt-tabbed out of World of Horror before I started recording. When you alt-tab out of World of Horror for, like, the first time in full screen mode, it's, like, really janky. I don't know why it makes my computer, like, spike to the point where it temporarily interrupts OBS, but, you know, it is what it is. Should be fine. Like, here's the thing. I'm bad at the game. I'm, like, statistically mediocre. You can check my FF logs. I'm going in for the re-clear later tonight, so hopefully there's a, you know, if you're watching this video like a day from now and you actually do check my FF logs, I really hope that it says 2 kills on there instead of 1 kill, because that means disaster struck with, clear, like, duty completion parties. But, like, you know, it's very difficult to prog in Party Finder, because Party Finder's a disaster. And listen, I am, like, statistically, like, mediocre below average as far as, like, damage is concerned, you know? So I suck at the game, right? Like, I'm not trying to say that I'm goated at the game, but I'm goated at the game, absolutely. For real, on God. But the thing is, like, if I suck at the game, and I'm ready to clear the fight after, like, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, right? I'm getting unlucky with my Party Finders, is what I'm trying to say. I think I just get unlucky. Now, I need to obtain that saint-like demeanor where I can just, like, lock it in and, like, just focus, and if the party, like, dies once, I leave, and then I go to the next party. And then if I die, I stay, because I'm a villain. But, like, it's a fight. It's a system where you have 8 people in total, and there are body checks that everybody has to do correctly in order for you to prog the fight and see the next mechanics, right? So you have to... You go through the motions of, like, raid wide, tank buster, mechanic, raid wide, tank buster, mechanic. Sometimes there'll be, like, a generic mechanic that also happens in between as well. That'll be, like, a stack, spread, light party sort of thing. Clock spots, who knows, right? There'll be, like, some gimmick that happens throughout the entire fight. And the thing about that is when you are... How do I put this? The thing about that is... Probably go monkey wrench, right? I don't really want... I mean, carpenter hammer could work because, you know, we're gonna get a lot of EXP as Juri, so I actually think that's fine. I don't wanna reroll. I don't wanna go like horror mode, right? But the thing about it is, in order for me to practice the fight, I can't go at my pace unless I'm the worst person in the party, which has not happened ever. If there was a group where I was the worst person in the party, that group would clear in a lockout, most likely. Because I feel like within 2 to 3 hours, if I'm actually able to see the mechanics, I can learn how to do the mechanics at least, like, once, you know? I can get lucky. Because, I mean, the whole point for me is I need to look at the raid plan, and then I need to see it in game, like, a couple times, like 2 or 3 times, and I need to, like, actually understand what's going on and the timings. If I do that, then I can do the mechanic. And, you know, me when they're preparing for something, no, this can't be healthy, bro. So the thing is, it's like, I feel like, for M6 is a different kind of beast. I'm not gonna... the ads phase, the Yans, the Jabberwocks, terrifying, they haunt my dreams. They do. They do haunt my dreams, that's true. Doom Forest! As like a little treat. You hate to see it. We're not going, it's botany, we're not doing the side quest, it doesn't matter. You don't decline me, fool. Excuse me, I have my watch set to no notifications, and I just got a notification from Uber. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? I hate smartwatches. But, I hate smart technology. It's, like, the worst. But anyways, the thing is, right, I feel like that I could do M5S in 2 hours and 30 minutes around there if there were 8 of me, or if I was the worst person in the party, because then they're going at my pace, right? You always have to, and this isn't like a specific insult to anyone in particular, this is just literally how the game is designed, and you shouldn't feel bad about it, right? Like, a lot of people, they get nervous about, like, doing, like, hard content. What the hell is this, dude? This is awful. A 50-50 shot? I mean, we gotta take that 50-50 shot, like, at least twice. And if we miss every time, then it's, like, the worst thing that's ever happened. So, yeah. Oh, it's a 40% chance! Okay. Alright. We gave it an honest try, and that was the result of the honest try, and now we're getting the hell out of here. I'll take the level up, put the level up in the bag, bro. Art, knowledge, luck. I mean, we are in the forest right now, so you never know, it could come in handy. We could also get a bite, which we will immediately cure. Probably not the best use of 2 bandages, but we kind of need our stats right now, because we're in hell. It's not so bad. Shiro-san's second enemy, by the way. Put that one in your pipe and smonk it. But yeah, no, a lot of people get anxious when doing Savage content because they're like, oh, what if I'm the worst person in the party and we're progging at my pace? But it's like, it's literally how the fight's designed, right? It's just that I don't have that dog in me as much as I would like to, like, be 100% this party finder Savage Raider. But it's just demoralizing, you know? because you want to go in, you want to practice the fight, you join a party that's at your prog point, and then it can't reach that prog point. And there's the common wisdom of, like, every party finder is 1 to 2 mechanics behind of its prog point, so does that mean that you prog lie? You want to practice frog too? You join an enrage party? Like, I think, like, maybe I have to invite that evil into the world myself, because I'm thinking, like, how do I put it? The end of M5S is not hard. The hardest part is Arcady Fever 1 and doing that correctly. And the thing is, I can't even do that mechanic 100% of the time. You don't need to do it 100% of the time, especially because I'm a support, so that just means that I'm... Well, I mean, I guess it is, like, always 1 support, 1 DPS, right? Like, I can't do that mechanic 100% of the time, so I'm kind of inting, right? But, like, you don't need to do it, you just need to live. And I think that is something, at least. +1 dexterity for -2 max stamina? I mean, I don't really think it matters, but I mean, we can wear it. I don't really... I mean, we're just going in. We're just going in. We're gonna level up in a second. We can heal if we need to. I know we have more, like, zones to check here, but it's probably fine, right? It's probably fine, right? It's not fine, actually. We have, this is why you typically don't go, Carpenter Hammer, by the way, because the, I mean, that is hypothetically a lot more damage than we're gonna have to go gambling at some point, and we're gonna have to go gambling on a, on a 50%, so... You know. Let's go gambling! And we're still gonna have to go gambling, by the way. I think this is just the better way to do it. That is not what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work like that. Whoops. Well, we run it back. We run those back, absolutely. It's demoralizing week 1 because, you know, you're trying to prog at your pace, but you have to prog at, like, Party Finder's random pace. You know what I mean? Like, how do I put it? You are, every time you join a Party Finder, you're gambling on every single person in there about whether or not they are going to, like, be able to get to the prog point, right? And... sometimes you're gonna have people in your Party Finder who suck, and that's fine. There's literally nothing wrong with being bad at a video game. There's literally nothing wrong about being bad at a video game, okay? Literally zero. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to do Savage because it's the new fight, and it's like a new tier and you've never done Savage before and you want to try it out. There's literally nothing wrong with that. Like, there's absolutely 0% wrong with that. And there's no but to this statement. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with being bad at the game and wanting to play Savage and, like, trying to learn the first fight in the tier. If it's for you, then you can learn and you can get better. If it's not for you, you don't have to do it, right? You should always only do it if it's something that you personally think is fun and you personally think is enjoyable, right? But as somebody who is trying to go for the clear, and I'm joining a clear party, and I'm messing up a couple of the mechanics, but I'm not dying, I'm just getting damage downs for the most part. I mean, if you watched the stream, you saw that pull. I was absolutely trolling with the group we ended up clearing with. But, oh man, I have an ego about that game, though, which we'll get to in a second. But basically, you know, I am a mediocre below average player, right? Like, mediocre at best, below average at, like, average, you know? Like, I'm a green Andy on average, okay? So I'm not trying to hype myself up. But I can play the game to, like, a decent level, to the point where I can clear a fight, like M5S, like, decently quickly, if there were 8 of me. I don't know why I keep looping back on this point. Like, I'm just trying to, like, tie this up in a bow, right? But, basically, I need to get the money. I forgot that Juri had this outfit. Is this... Okay, hold on. I'm getting distracted now. Okay, first of all, I have a game in my cart called Peripetia. But that's not Juri's outfit. This is giving, for sure, like, Signalis vibes, right? Am I insane? Did I accidentally... Is this timeline B? We're going to Juri's page. Yeah, it's timeline B. This is the Signalis fit, right? It has to be. Am I insane? Is there no, like... Okay, here we go. There is, trivia. Juri speaks upon being selected is likely, sorry for the inconvenience. Juri has no personal events. Oh. Like, am I insane? That's the Signalis fit, right? Oh, no, there's no tie. There's no tie and the hair is different. I am insane? I feel like I've seen this outfit before. And, like, I would know the reference, but I just am not getting it off the top of my head, and that's bothering me. Damn you, no trivia page. Because this is the timeline B, so this has to be the, This has to be the, whatchamacallit, the Halloween outfit. A sudden change of events or reversal of circumstances. Me and Party Finder. So true, bestie, so true. Oh, wait, Deus Ex Machina? No. It doesn't, no. We're getting off this train. I need to go back to Savage Anecdotes, which nobody cares about. But, like, okay. If you join a clear party, or, okay, when I join a party in Party Finder, I want to get to the mechanic listed on the Party Finder, alright? That's literally all I want to do. That's literally all I want to do. And if I can't get to that point, I have to go monk mode. I have to enter the Zen state. Because if I don't do that, I'm gonna get tilted. And so it's all about going monk mode, alright? It's all about entering the Zen state. That's how you win. I hate this game, dude. You gotta give me something. You gotta give me something, man. 85 speed knowledge build? No, come on, man. Like, I hate to just brute force the monkey wrench. This is like single weapon Vanessa build or like pufferfish when it was good, but like, you know. You gotta... You gotta, like, just lock it in, you know? The monkey wrench is the goated tool, right? Like, immediately, like, we're doing +1 damage and 80 more accuracy, so, you know, it's like 80 million more accuracy. It's, like, absolutely fantastic, right? I mean, I think you just lock it in. Like, this is pretty fantastic. Now, of course, we can miss, and then I'll cry, but... we don't really... Thank you. If I missed both those 90% chances, I was gonna cry. But I had to give the game an opportunity to do that, just so that we could run it back yet again. This is a disaster video. It is true, it's a really bad disaster video. But the thing is, it's like, okay... if I had a static that just degened week 1, how far would I get? That's how I would... that would be the ego death, honestly. Because I would take a static... where, like, obviously if I was the worst player in that static, I think that static could at least make it to 3, M7. I think it could absolutely make it to M7S. If I was, like, the average or the best player, could definitely make it past M6S, for sure. Because if everybody else is, like, statistically below average, that's way more than you need to clear. You just need coordination and to lock it in, right? Absolutely. If I was the average, then we would probably get to M7S again, because it's like, you know, if I'm the average, that means some of the people are better than me. And if they're better than me, then that means they're, like, absolutely goated at the game. Because, you know, they'd be above average. So, you know, at least in my opinion, above average is, like, significantly better. So, anyways, what am I talking about? I don't know. I'm yapping incoherently, which is the Webweaver special. You already know this. Many people are saying this. This is awful, by the way. 40 no active rituals, by the way. 50% banger? Oh, no, no, no. And we took ramen as well, so it's like the easy street that we're here on. Like, come on, man. I should discard both of my bandages so that I can, I should discard both of my bandages so that I can, you know, look who it is. We're gonna go. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that, chat. What's our horror meter looking at? Oh, 52%. The 52% classic. I mean, you gotta give me the EXP there. What's a nice little fast mystery? I mean, sure. If it's doomed, we're screwed. I didn't check. We're just balling. You absolutely know we're just balling. Oh, wait! We're on timeline B! This shit rules! Alright. This is actually the correct choice. Assuming that we're not doomed, you know. It's dangerous here. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, it's just high threat level. It's just high threat level. We're fine. We were potentially It's So Jover. Oh my god, I want to try this so badly. Imagine the payoff if you roll both the coin flips. No, 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 no. Imagine the payoff, though. It would have been peak cinema. Elusive should lower the horror meter. I will die on this hill. Every single time I will die on this hill that Elusive should lower the horror meter. Not by 10. That would make Juri, like, completely broken. But, like, by 5. Or maybe it should do, like, 2% Doom, and then it does, like, 4 on the horror meter or something, you know? That would be fine, too. Like, I wish it could be 5, but, you know, just... Maybe it lowers, like, 5% Doom, or, like, 5 Doom, and then 5 horror meter. That would be good. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. This is a 90% chance to hit. We're taking 1 damage. We have to block this or we're dead. Unless we can just kill. What are the odds that we just kill? 90%? 90%? You gotta, listen, when you're on the back foot here, you gotta ball, alright? You gotta go ball, you gotta play the ball game. It's true. Check the lockers just so that we don't get, like, yeeted by, Jar of Blood, because we're kind of, like, low health right now. I don't know if you noticed that. What if it was moved somewhere else? Perform the ritual? No art knowledge payoff, by the way. Very sad. Friend's Diary, the Leaning Tower of Scissors, it's true. Yeah, sure. I mean, this would be great. This is absolutely fantastic if this is the combination. This is peak cinema. It's peak cinema? Oh, it's a clap? It's a clap, so it's bow, clap, bow, and then clap. So it's claps 2, 4, 5. Or bow 1, 3. If I remembered that correctly. It's like bow 1 and 3. It was almost Peem, unfortunately. Knowledge versus dexterity versus luck. I mean, we probably got some more outdoorsman stuff to do, so... Probably fine enough. I mean, we do have Frightening Flood right here if we wanted to do that. Now, we know this is a boss fight, and this is a boss fight, and this is a boss fight. So I guess let's just take the full heal. Although, I don't really know where, whatchamacallit. Now, we do need to heal, keep this in mind. But we can probably just, like, blitz this guy down. Just, like, murder him, just kill him. Just beat him to death with hammers. Okay, okay, let's kill him, let's kill him. Let's beat him to death with, monkey wrenches. It's true. Alright. We're probably gonna get the person. The school's high threat level, though. It's like, come on, man. This is the worst RNG you could possibly get, by the way. So we're just gonna also try to speed blitz him. And this is 5 actions, so it's all good. And then you're dead. Okay. So we definitely want to go to the school. We're gonna rest. We're only going to get the person at the school, unfortunately. Because the... Oh, that's the geologist? But we have to rest. We just have to spam rest. We're low on, we're high on horror, which is bad. And we are low on health, and we have this boss fight. So you gotta lock it in, unfortunately. We would have probably preferred the theologist, and we can never be at full health, unfortunately, because of how this fight, because we have, whatchamacallit. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and do that. I'm not even looking at the math in my head right now. I just think that's gonna be, like, probably something that we want to do. We can technically kill, but it's, like, really unlikely. Yeah, I'm not gonna, the first 2 turns we can just kind of chill. Like, I'm alright with that. Absolutely abysmal luck right there. Like, some of the worst luck you've ever seen in your life. And, it's time for you to lock it in. We're taking 1 damage a turn, we're doing 6. We're taking 1 damage a turn, we're doing 6. It's gonna be fine, but also, like, kinda janky as hell. I don't wanna do... Are we gonna die if we miss this? Like, it's an 80-80? I don't... No. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. If this is the power attack and then we just die, I don't want to risk it. We haven't gotten any, like, super bad injuries yet, because this game is, like, fundamentally broken and medical history doesn't work in the way that it probably should. I don't know why I'm overkilling, just, like, you know, for fun, I guess. Test of will plus 4 on the horror meter. Do I really want this just for +2 knowledge? I don't know, dude. We'll get it later, or not at all. Ooh, we could still get, Blood Moon, or not Blood Moon. Well, that one's bad, don't get me wrong. Less bad on Juri, though. Go ahead and give me that level up. Go ahead and dab me up. And then go ahead and... I mean, I kind of just want to take the sanity here, because we're kind of low health. And then we'll just lock it in. We'll just lock it in. Do we want to do... We have full stamina. This is Omni, this is stamina. So we'll do the stamina boss first. Although the Omni boss is gonna be a little bit... Oh, I'm dumb as hell. It's fine. It was not an investigation. It's combat. Now, you are doing 4 damage, which is terrifying, by the way. But you're dead. So we're good here. And now we're just chilling in the safe apartments for 80 years. Brother, I mean, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? Juri's got the happy feet. She's got the happiest feet in the goddamn land. She can dodge that shit. Sorry, I just keep looking at Juri's outfit, and I'm like, I've seen this shit before, man. I have seen... I don't know why... I have, like, an idea of what it could be, and I'm gonna look it up. And I'm gonna lose my mind. There's no way, right? Like, I can't say it out loud, because it's so dumb. Okay, yeah, no, it was a dumb idea. It was a very silly idea of what I was about to say, so I'm not gonna say it. Whew! Dodged that bullet. But now I'm looking up something else. Like, It's washed. I have no idea. It's washed. Oh, speaking of washed. Damn, a dexterity charisma. Wait, it was a dexterity, knowledge check, and strength check back to back. That's pretty goated. Juri's farming that EXP. I mean, kind of plays itself, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like, just sort of how we play this run, just sort of exactly plays itself. Leadership moment. Are you ready to take leadership? I don't know why I'm taking strength, by the way. I don't really need to anymore. We could definitely lock it in with knowledge, because we get +1 knowledge, and then that knowledge perk, we have 8 knowledge, and that's pretty peak cinema. Sure. Are we really gonna die just to, like, random minus sanity? Are you serious? We made it. We succeeded the check. What the hell? Absolute cinema. That's the wrong button. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's pretty cool. So this is doing... Unfortunately, it's not a 100% chance, but this is doing 10. So we do need all 3 of these to hit, and we can guarantee... It's a 97% chance, man. You just gotta take the 30 damage where the game gives it to you, you know what I mean? Unironically, final stretch is what we want. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, just getting the heal is so nice. Like, Juri is one of the most interesting characters in the game to me because she can reliably get final stretch. I mean, these 2 areas are safe forever, so... You know, we're just gonna put this on the downtown, which we should have probably done, like, I don't know, 80 years ago. An underutilization of the... Alright, whatever. An underutilization of, me and, police station Rutsu. Are you kidding me, dude? I really don't want to rest. Like, this is a safe location, so we're probably not gonna die, but, like, okay, fine. Horror meter's climbing up there. Okay, we could die here. We could die here. I really don't... Okay. I want to keep Juri around as long as possible, so we're just gonna do it like this, and then we're gonna pray to God that we don't die. I mean, if it's, like, bonus threat level... Search the tent as stamina, right? I mean, I'll never know. Because who cares? We succeeded. Force yourself into hiding. You love to see that. +2 sanity. Juri's gonna die here, unfortunately. Yeah, rip to our girl Juri, but we can rest. I mean, we're gonna rest again. Do I want to rest again? Sure. It's, like, not good, you know, but... We had, like, 80 more billion. Bro, I just got this sanity. I just got this sanity, dude. I'm glad I rested multiple times. So we're taking 2 damage. I mean, you're cooked. Like, it's over for you. It's over for you. We were doing 30 damage anyways. So as long as we did, like, what? You had, like, 33 health, 32 health. As long as we kicked you, we would have killed you. Oh my god. Now, we're in trouble. Maybe. Let's see. We're in trouble. Alright, so what do we do? How do we, I could have cured the broken nose, man. We would be at +2 stamina. I didn't even think about that. I literally just thought we had fetid fumes or something. But we got it here. That's fine. We're completely okay. So you just... We do have Fearful, and I wasn't paying attention to see if the guy's there. So just do that. Just do that. You're completely fine. Just do that. You instantly win the game, regardless of the outcome of anything else. Because you're going to go down to 3, then you're going to go down to maybe, like, 1 or whatever. 2. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Huh. It was either Bloated Teacher or Vengeful Athlete, right? Because, like, Gigolo is definitely the first guy. Because we did, ramen, right? Yeah, Gigolo was the first enemy, and then it was, like, either bloated teacher or vengeful athlete. I think it was vengeful athlete. And with that, we've secured the victory, probably. Second mystery we did was school scissors. Correct. I wasn't really paying attention, but that just all sort of makes sense with the run that we had. Anyways, I'm completely cooked, and I don't even know if I said what I meant to say about, whatchamacallit, Savage. But, like, do Savage if you want to. I don't mean to discourage anybody. I'm just toxic. But, like, here's the thing. I do not have the spiritual zen mode to go party finder gambling for more than, like, 6 hours. And then I also have friends who want to play, like, video games and stuff and, like, hang out. And so it's like, yeah, I could be miserable and go party finder gambling for, like, 12 hours and not get any sleep. Or I could have a little bit of whimsy and joy and play video games with my friends, you know? And so that's sort of, like, where we're landing. But for that clear, right, you know, to start, like, internet e-drama, I think, that clear right there. Let's go to FF logs right here, just to look, okay? So, I do not hate any of those players, right? I don't hate those players at all, right? But we had a bard in our party who was not doing a lot of damage, right? Apparently, according to them, the bard was doing less damage than the tank. Or than both of the tanks. But here's the thing. One, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to say that. Because it is against the rules and terms of service of the game to say that, you know, to harass people over a damage meter that you have installed because that damage meter is against the, you know, like, the terms of service of the game. Like, you're not allowed to use a damage meter. Obviously, they were using a damage meter because everybody in Savage uses a damage meter. But you're not allowed to be like, okay, you know, this guy fucking sucks because his damage is dog shit. You're not allowed to do that, and you're not allowed to say that. But also, the thing is, the reason why we weren't clearing when the bard was there is because we had 2 dragoons, so we couldn't build up limit break, right? So the other, like, both the dragoons were fine. Like, I don't really have a problem with either of the dragoons, right? But when the bard left, they started shit-talking him because, you know, they were the bard was a perfect legend or whatever, and they were like, haha, paid legend loser, right? And, you know, one of the things about it was, and I'm just gonna double-check this real quick so that I don't say anything that is, like, you know, objectively wrong. Oh, they're Coral Andes! Oh my god, absolute cinema. Oh god, do I have to go back to the actual, like, live stream video to check? Because I thought FF Logs showed you, whatchamacallit. I mean, I can look, I guess. Perfect Legend is T, right? Hold on. Final Fantasy XIV. Perfect Legend. That's because it's Perfect Alexander, right? Yeah. The Perfect Legend is T, right? Yeah. Okay. So they were shit talking the bard and calling the bard a perfect legend. And the thing is, I think we had like 3 perfect legends in that party, right? And 2 of them were shit-talking the bard about being like a paid legend. And we're doing a little bit of investigation here, which, you know, maybe this is evil. But one of the people who was shit-talking the bard, did the least amount of damage in our raid, in our clear. So, like, I, the dog shit white mage... And by the way, white mage sucks. Like, white mage still sucks, right? This is a copium pivot, but, like, it's still dog shit, right? All No. DPS, all jobs, healers. White Mage is number 2, baby! Let's fucking go! We do damage now? Holy shit! Sorry, this is a revelation to me. Alright, never mind. So I should be doing more damage than you, but I almost doubled your parse, and I'm bad at the game, and also I'm not a perfect legend. I'm actually bad at the game, I can't do ultimates. But, you know, I think calling somebody a... Listen, if you do less damage than me, calling yourself, like, you know, oh, they're a paid legend and I'm a valid perfect legend, that's the, that's where I tag out, dog. That's absolutely where I tag out, dog. 100%. 100% that's where I tag out, dog. Like, listen, I understand that the Bard wasn't doing a lot of damage, and that as a DPS player you should do more damage than that. But, like, still, I don't want to hear that shit. I really don't want to hear that shit. And also, it's just, like, toxic, you know? It's like, I'm being toxic because it's okay when I'm toxic. Just like it's okay when you're toxic, but it's not okay when people are toxic towards you. True! But also, like... I don't know, man. It's week 1 prog for a fight, and so I'm gonna get tilted when I'm on, you know, an enrage party, and then the party can't make enrage. You know, I'm gonna get tilted like that. But it's, realistically speaking, to have some perspective, is week 1. Is week 1, it's the first fight of the tier. There's no, like, you know, anybody could be doing that shit, you could be playing with anybody, and here's the thing, they probably did see Enrage. Now, is there, like, 80 different reasons why they could not be clearing Enrage? Yeah, true, probably. But, yeah, no, sorry, I'm just looking at statistics right now. I can't believe White Mage is, like... Still not better than Astrologian. I don't think White Mage has ever been better than Astrologian the entire time I've been playing this game. But seeing White Mage on the number 2 spot brings a tear to my eye. It's absolute cinema. Absolutely beautiful. You're still trolling if you play White Mage, which I will never not play White Mage because Astrologian sucks. I hate playing Astrologian so much. Would you, like, listen... If I'm actually, like, mediocre at White Mage, you don't want to see how abysmal dog shit I am at Astrologian, alright? I'll make those top numbers look like fucking worse than Scholar. Alright, I gotta get out of here. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.